moon, get your ticket now. Everybody line up, get your tickets, we're going to Did you buy the tip? Yeah. Do you like rocket ships? Oh, what a yeah. You wanna try this shit? Yeah. We got everything you need, you better buy some kitty now. Everybody, long live Ponzi. Everybody, long live Ponzi ride. Never short it. Bitcoin's back, alright.
Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's day is Monday, the 16th of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Bit of a late one today, but that's because I've been away. And boy, did I miss stuff while I was away. Oh my goodness me. Right, let's get into it. So starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC SegWit protocol, centrally owned and controlled by Blockstream. Then we've got Bcrash, centrally owned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is BSV, which is the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got Fisher Price cash on the end. What a joke. So let's have a rundown of these figures on Coolcoin quickly. So we've got a hash rate 98.1%, network nodes 93.6, transactions 40.2. What's going on there? And block size 2.5. But I mean, look at the transactions and block size, absolutely pathetic. So we'll just have a quick word with our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin, Peter McCormack, to see if he can explain what's going on to us.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
Yeah, well, what would Satoshi Nakamoto have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Or what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing, effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project? I just thought you said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. That's absolutely insane. Why would Satoshi Nakamoto, a student who created Bitcoin, want anything to do with a project that is nothing like the one he created, that is Bitcoin? This makes no sense whatsoever. So in your opinion, what's this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Are you sure about that? Because it didn't sound like it to me. For some reason, I'm not sure that I believe you. Let's have that one more time.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus? Do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of the chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? Blockstream implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which segregated the signatures on the chain, which meant they were now no longer accountable to anybody, which brought BTC under their centralized control, turning BTC from a commodity into a security and crashed its fundamental value to zero. Well done them. So there is no consensus because Blockstream centrally control the network. You absolute buffoon. Dear oh dear. So let's have a word with Roger Ver. So Roger Ver, tell us about your centralized project.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those multinational companies who say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time. Just go use your Visa card. Yeah, because that's going to work.
And now we've got Bitcoin. So just have a rundown of these figures here. So we've got hash rate 0.4%, network nodes 1.32, transactions 42%, but look at the block size, 96%. So we've got 42% of the transactions, 96% of the block size being processed by 0.4% of the global hash rate. This just goes to show you how much of an efficient system Bitcoin really is. It is absolutely phenomenal. So let's have a word with the creator of Bitcoin himself, Satoshi Nakamoto, Craig Nakamoto, to find out what he wants from Bitcoin and what he expects from it. So Craig, can you tell us what you want from your project of Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you break everything down to strip it down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Sounds good to me. Let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So let me tell you why I find transactions and block size hilarious. It's laughable. Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions, no use. No use, no value. No value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. BTCs are utter clowns. Like, utility is just purely transactions and data volume. That is it. Can you see what's going to happen? Absolutely hilarious. So let's have a look at these block sizes now. But before we do that, we'll just have a chat with our main man, Michael Saylor, who never fails to perk me up with his enthusiasm. So, Michael, welcome to the show. What do you say to people like Peter McCormack, who think that Bitcoin should be changed and tampered with and just messed around with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be $1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's that going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain just for you then, Michael. So just calling out the megabyte blocks in this column here, 212421. Oh, looking a bit puny, but 62, 17, 10. Oh, I think they've probably used up all the data, maybe in that 2 gigabyte block that we know happened earlier this afternoon. Amazing. Anne-Marie still struggling to get all of his blocks over a kilobyte. What a joke on Fisher Price Cash. And blocks over a megabyte on Bcrash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that it? Oh dear. And blocks over a megabyte on CoreCoin. Well, actually, blocks under a megabyte because they can't fill them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks under a megabyte and can't even fill a megabyte. Absolutely pathetic. So let's have a look at Bitcoin hash rate by network. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom. Next. Proof of work by network, CoreCoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently 3,788 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than any of these alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will. But look at the mining profitability, look at that. It is now 12.7% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin than it is on CoreCoin. That is a flag signaling to the miners. It is miners who are going to move first. They have the most to lose. They have the most skin in the game. Oh my goodness me. You know, wow. I mean, it's not going to take long. Jeepers. Jeepers. So daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Can we have a look at this proportionally? Just wait for this to come up. We'll check this on 3 months. Here we go. Quarterly, 3 months. Beautiful trend line there. Beautiful trend line. Loving that. Let's carry on then. So here we go. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network. Bitcoin went in. Transactions per block by network. Bitcoin went in. Fees. This is fees USD value in the block. Fees Satoshis in the block. Look, more Satoshis in the block. Oh, absolutely brilliant. This is huge. This is mad. Look, it's starting to go parabolic. Look at that. Beautiful. That's Satoshi. Loving that. Daily Bitcoin fees to block reward ratio. So this is block fee to block reward ratio. Look at that. We want that traveling up. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. And look at this daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Look at that. That's like a rocket. It's taken up. Can you follow the original Bitcoin protocol? We started here, it was called Bcrash, and then we finally got the protocol back as it was meant to be designed as Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, with a new ticker symbol BSV, and look at where we are now. Unbounded scaling. Absolutely sensational. And let's have a look here at getting into the politics here. So this is global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. So hash rate 24 hours on Core Coin. So again, they've got like 98%, so it's going to match pretty much global hash rate. This is Bcrash, like absolutely hilarious. The people who are mining this have got absolutely no excuse. It's not like they've even been hoodwinked by the ticker symbol being socially engineered and manipulated over to them and changing the protocol. These guys have changed the protocol and they've turned it into an absolute piece of garbage. Absolutely hilarious. But let's have a look at Bitcoin. Look at this. Look at what is going on. Suddenly miners have seen the flag signal and they're coming over. Let's Fisher Price Cash, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this in more details. Hold on 1 second. Look at this. So we are now 215 gigabytes in front of Core Coin. So this was a Bitcoin hash rate 7 days, but look at the difference to 24 hours. Look at that. Look at that. Suddenly, SBI Crypto back in the game, via BTC wanting some, Hathor Mining back on there, and F2 Pool as well. You know, obviously via BTC and F2 Pool, being some of the biggest miners, and they're on there, and SBI Crypto being a $5.8 billion company. Like, whoa. Well, it is coming. It is coming. None of the other shitcoin enterprises have a Scooby-Doo because they spend all day shitcoining. They have no idea or respect for the fundamentals of Bitcoin and its true fundamental value. All they do is dollar worship and price manipulation, which is absolutely insane. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll have a look at that now in the short positions. Here we go. Rock and roll. So this is Bitcoin. Well, look at the strength in that price. Look at the strength in the trend line. Loving that. Alright, let's have a look at these short positions and look at these dirty traders. Absolutely. This is why we say shitcoin is shit for brains. 91% short ratio on the genuine Bitcoin protocol. How stupid do you have to be? Absolutely hilarious. Right, let's have a look at Core Coin BTC short positions. Here we go. Where are we now? Again, Tether's just done a $1 billion print, as you do. Look, short ratio up to 4.1. You know, some dirty traders changing their mind. Well, they're all going to change their mind in the end, but it'd be interesting to watch. Just stay tuned. Never a dull moment in this space. Absolutely love it. Right, and let's have a look at Bitcoin Blocks Live. Here we go. Right, so for any newbies watching this for the first time, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being broadcast and recognized by the nodes on the network, and they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network shaped like this. This is what it looks like. It just means that as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can also lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks that try to take it down. It is absolutely phenomenal. So once the transaction has been broadcast to the network, are recognized by more than 50% of the nodes, which is instantly. They're then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. Look at this. So this was the first block over that 1 gigabyte number. Look at that. 1.25 gigabytes. I mean, look, absolutely smashing these other blocks who stand no chance against them in terms of their size. And look at this one, 2 gigabytes. Oh, here we go. Highlight that one. There we go. Look at that, 2 gigabytes. Total fees 1,696. So that was 10 Bitcoin that was producing that. Absolutely sensational. All right, let's have a look at and that was history in the making. That has never been done before. Up until now, it was all theory. This is now practice. Satoshi Nakamoto was right. The Bitcoin white paper was correct. It did not need changing or tampering with or messing around with. Bitcoin worked absolutely beautiful. The white paper was not some a business plan written on the back of a fag packet by some gung-ho entrepreneur. It was an academic, peer-reviewed piece of literature. And that's what these shitcoiners with shit for brains have no idea about. Oh dear, they're going to learn the hard way, the best way for them. Let's have a look at charts just quickly. Any movers and shakers while we're here? D-Drive still macking it? Yeah, alright, always worth checking. So do you honestly think that a network that could only handle maybe 4 to 7 at the max transactions per second, if all these stars in the universe aligned, was honestly meant to economically sustain all of this lot? It's laughable when you think about it. This is the backbone of the new global financial system. 4 to 7 transactions per second. Absolutely hilarious. It just makes you realize how ridiculous that narrative is when you see all of this investment that's gone in behind it. Yes, indeed. It is phenomenal. I love Bitcoin. So, let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Check this out. Where are we now on transactions? Gone down a bit to 6.6. Sounds a bit strange. But anyway, we know that XRP and Ethereum, maybe they're covering up. Who knows? We'll have a look at transaction volume in a minute. But we know that XRP and Ethereum are absolutely and utterly fundamentally worthless and total garbage, and both security offerings. And we'll just let David Schwartz, the chief technical officer of XRP, explain exactly that for us right now.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple Labs end up with half the supply of 100 billion XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to go and have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
What a joke. And Ethereum being a security.
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token...
Start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Absolutely brilliant. And Ethereum, knowing that it couldn't scale before they even released it.
build on top of that. Turns out we can build a financial
you're
plumbing
saying
layer.
That the concept of launching something that doesn't scale and then rebuilding it as
It
something
scales,
scalable
it
was
scales
in the
somewhat.
initial plans or initial
yeah, we
thinking.
knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
More like, fail, dear oh dear. So let's have a look at, let's go to a bit info chart on the transactions just because I love this so much. Transactions 24 hours, 3 months. We'll add XRP in there just for lulz. Let's see where we are. Oh, look at this. We can enlarge that. Oh, yeah. Come on, Bitcoin. Look at that. Transactions now 404,000. They've gone up, so it just means that XRP and Ethereum have increased their transactions, probably by doing, I don't know, small transactions or something like that, just to make themselves look more significant. But oh dear, we are coming for you big time. Big time. Look at that. Look at that. Ethereum and XRP level pay. Look, that looks so suspect. That looks so suspect. I think they're just fake transactions. That's what I think. That's ridiculous. Look, literally. Let's go back 3 months. Look at that. They've just increased their transactions in line with each other to try and make themselves look more relevant. Absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. XRP just transactions up out of nowhere. Utter fraud, if you ask me, in my opinion. Oh dear. We know it's coming and there is nothing they can do about it. Let's have a look at the scaling test network. There it is. Look at that. 1.9 gigabytes on the main net. Beautiful. Beautiful. Loving that. Alright, next let's move on to BSV data. Let's have a look at this. So protocols, data size, what's going on? Whoa, look at that. So it was 4 gigabytes yesterday. Now they're both 4.2. 4.2 gigabytes of data in 24 hours from MetaNet protocol. And again, 4.2 gigabytes of data from Meta ID protocol. So between them producing 8.4 gigabytes of data. That is going up absolutely huge. Love that, love that. Let's look at applications. Here we go, here we go. Let's go down the bottom and look at these daily data size. CryptoFight's 374 even, and yeah, CryptoFight's hasn't even relaunched with scalability. It's going to be massive. All right, let's have a look at trends.cash then. RelayX giving TDXP app a run for their money, and then some others unknown on there, but watch this space, people. It is going to explode. Apps ranking by performed actions, again ones that we don't know, first, second, third and fourth and fifth, and we've got TDXP app in sixth. Wow, just so exciting. It's gonna just go crazy sooner or later. And Crypto Quant, yep, just goes to show the exchanges were cashing out all last year, causing a squeeze in the liquidity, combined with huge amounts of Tether printing caused a spike in the price and a massive bubble. And this is why Tether have been printing recently, because the exchanges have also been cashing out of their dirty shitcoin, which is Corecoin BTC. Oh my goodness me. So look, they printed Tether to counteract the dumping. There's nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do. Oh dear. And let's have a look at what's on chain for these blocks. Beautiful. Come on, here we go. Explore here for more blocks. So we want 7005 something or other. Let's have a look. So it was 606 was the record breaking block. 606. There it is. Look at that. 2 gigabytes. Amazing. Amazing. There's fine. Let's have a look. There it is. Oh no, that's megabytes. Sorry, getting carried away there. So we're looking for a G. There it is. There it is. Look at that. 1.25 gigabytes. 597. Amazing. Just incredible. Incredible. I honestly can't believe what we're looking at. I am absolutely overjoyed at this. Does that make me sad? Yeah, probably. But we've been waiting a long time. We knew it could happen. And now it's here. It is just absolutely sensational. 2 gigabytes. Let's check it out. See what is on chain. Look at that. 1.9999 with a total fee of 10 Bitcoin. And remember, that's genuine Bitcoin. You know, that's not the Coolcoin Segwit protocol. That's not Bcrash. That's not any of these alternative protocols. It is the genuine Bitcoin protocol. That is what's so exciting about that. Amazing, amazing. All right, let's carry on. So we got Joho's memory pool. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. That must be the data that was in the memory pool that was cleared. I mean, look at the size of it. Look at this. Look at the amount of data that went into that block. Absolutely amazing. 2 gigabytes on chain. You know, all these shitcoiners, these block streamers, they said it couldn't be done. Now we know it's utter bullshit. You know, either they were intentionally misleading, which I think is the case, or they're utterly incompetent. I think they were just personally misleading, if you ask me. But yeah, so what a memory pool is not meant to look like is Coolcoin BTC that always looks absolutely horrendous every time we look at it. Look at that. Spikes all over the place. They never know when it can be cleared because they've implemented replace by fee and child pays for parent and Lightning Network and all of this crap. It just makes the system inherently unstable. I mean, look at it. Absolutely horrendous. And we can see the effect that it's had on TX Street. And while we're looking at this, we'll just have a quick chat with Adam back, the chief executive officer of Blockstream that's centrally owned and control BTC, and find out about his expectations of a payment network.
So, you know, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. You know, if you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee on a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, you fool. Look at this. So a median transfer fee 37 cents. Yeah, try using that on a high frequency trading platform. Absolutely insane, and waiting 4 hours for a transaction. Crazy. And Vitalik, so we got median ETH transfer fee $3.67. That's hilarious. Vitalik, how do you respond to that?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So what do you call $3.69 then? And let's have a look at this excessive money printing. What do we know about excessive fiat currency money printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Yes, indeed, and that is exactly what we're witnessing here. And if you're wondering why they're trying to go around, why they're going around trying to jab us all, well, that's the reason right there. So let's move on to CoinGecko. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? CoinGecko, feeling good, 84%. Come on, come on, loving that. And look at that, the shitcoiners are trying to force the price down. It's so pathetic. That's the only thing they understand. All they're doing is making it cheaper for genuine Bitcoiners who are just simply going to pick it up. Absolutely hilarious. And let's have a look at Bitping. Here we go. I love the look of this page. So sleek. And remember, Bitcoin is the only network that is up 24/7, which means it can monitor the downtime of all these other networks around the world. Look at all these other networks. Absolutely sensational. Money flow per hour, 81 cents in there. 43 countries so far. Look at all these total jobs coming in. Amazing. And let's have a look at the morning run. So trade volume $6,351 over a 24-hour period. Good, the less the better. Stay away from all these shitcoins, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, which is what all these shitcoins do, because they're all just simply illegal security offerings being offered for sale. It is absolutely ridiculous. But we've got Bitcoin over here, genuine Bitcoin. We've had 252,364 purchases of that in the last 24 hours. Loving that. Let's have a look at the depth chart on Live Coin Watch. Here we go. Price going down, 166. It was 170 earlier, but look at that. Look at that. So we mine a 2 gigabyte block and then the price goes down. Absolutely hilarious. Honestly, shit coiners. No clue. And depth chart, so we've got, oh, look at that, 3.7 million asks versus 4.3 million bids. More buyers than sellers on the way back up. And let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Here we go, see, look at that. All these dirty USDs trying to push it down again. We mine a 2 gigabyte block and they're trying to sell. Oh, I have no idea. And Cool Coin versus USD. Oh, that's on the way down as well. Look at that. That was the $1 billion of Tether coming into the market. And now it's right back down again. Oh, dear. So it's got nothing. It does nothing. There is no value in that protocol whatsoever. It is utterly worthless. And fundamentally flawed because they effed it up on purpose. Nice one, Blockstream. Not that shitcoiners with shit for brains would have a clue about that. So let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Coin. Oh, look at that. Look at that, trending in the right direction against Coin. We will take that any day of the week. Yes, indeed. All right, and let's have a look at the entire CMC right here. Here we go, market cap $2.01 trillion worth of absolute crap. Because Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, which is BSV, is the world's first and only digital commodity, meaning it's the only thing on here that's got any fundamental value whatsoever. And look at that, market saying it's down 0.95%. What a joke. So knowing what I've just told you about Coin BTC being fundamentally worthless, the question has to be asked: what makes you think it has any value? And we'll listen to Daniel Krauwitz asking Tony Vase exactly that right now.
Why do you think BTC is valuable?
It's valuable because it's the only unconfiscatable asset we have, and that is because that comes from its decentralization. I think Bitcoin is the only valuable crypto asset we have because of the nature of how it started in its first few years.
And when you say Bitcoin, you mean BTC, right?
Absolutely.
But are you aware that in 2017 they changed the rules so that BTC no longer follows the Bitcoin white paper?
That is not true at all.
The white paper says that there needs to be a chain of signatures.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not what we have anymore. That's how SegWit changed that.
Okay, but it's still Bitcoin.
Nice one, Tone, you bone. Absolutely hilarious. That's the kind of mentality we're dealing with. Absolutely insane. All right, let's have a look at YouTube. Look at this. Look at this. So this was today's earlier video, breaking news on the record-breaking block. And look at apps ranking by views. Are we going to get some celebrations here from YouTube? Bring it on. I think we should still be there. There we go. Look at that. Fireworks and celebrations. Where are we now? 81 views in 40 minutes. That might not sound like a lot to all these big time YouTube broadcasters and all that, but we are just starting out, breaking records all the time. Amazing. That's most flying off the shelf in comparison to my other most popular video. 52 views in the same amount of time, and this has already got 81. Loving that. Loving that. Subscribers 627. Come on, people, if you like the content that I produce, please like and subscribe. And Streamanity 304 followers, made $1 on yesterday's video on the Nixon shock. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. And Twitch just quickly made $138. Try earning that on Twitter. 425 followers. Thank you very much. Got another one there. And let's have a look at Twitch statistics quickly. Over well, probably like 14 hours, maybe 24 hours now. Let's have a quick look. Oh, just 1 hour ago. So we missed the 24-hour mark. Never mind. Last 24 hours. 22. Good. Heading in the right direction. And let's have a look at Mama Bitcoin, Ruth Eastman. How is her tweet doing? Let's have a quick look at this. 1,099 likes. Come on. 1,100. Loving that. Let's look at Arman Satoshi. How is he doing? Has he got 80,000 followers? Have they taken 80k? Come on. Beautiful. And should we bother looking at stablecoin printer? Because they're just not like reporting what Tether are doing anymore. Oh no, look at this. Tether printer. 21 hours ago, they were actually reporting. Is that a new print? Look at that, 992 million. Maybe just because they were a little bit embarrassed about the actual billion. Absolutely ridiculous. So 21 hours ago, have Tether just printed another $1 billion? Gonna have to double check this on whale alerts. Here we go, let's have a look. In the last 24 hours. Here we go. So 17 minutes, 47 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. Looking for a big print here. 4 hours, 5 hours. We know it was like 21 hours ago, but let's just keep strolling down, see if we see anything else. What's this? 73 million USDC, as you do. Why not? What a joke. What's this on Steam? Oh my goodness. Just absolute utter shenanigans. 21 hours ago. Are we gonna see it here? A big print? No? Whale alert not reporting it. What's going on? What's going on? Something is afoot. Oh, there is a 15th. This was just yesterday. Well, I think we covered that one already. Yeah, alright, okay, well. Watch this space, people. Stay tuned. Never a dull moment in crypto. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to Keith Fellows in the chat box. Hope you enjoyed me. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. Buy BSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content